Okay, so you guys have heard the story about me running from the cops. So I thought I should tell you about when I got caught instead, or where I actually got caught. So I guess I should like give you a little bit of background and tell you that this is my sophomore year, and I'm a young, innocent boy in his adolescence. Just trying to have fun. And I get invited to a party by a couple friends, which I'm gonna give each person nicknames. Alright, so we're gonna call the two girls Rebecca and Jenny, and the dude is gonna be Tom. And so anyway, we get invited, and we're like, I'm skipping on to the party now. We're at the party, we're having a good time, and we're playing water pong instead of, beer pong because we didn't want to waste any beer or whatever. So anyway, we're playing, and this is like all taking place like late at night, like around 11, 12-ish, something like that. And we're just like bumping to the music, and we're just playing, and we're having a great time. We didn't have a care in the world until we hear like a lot of people arguing in the back. And so we're assuming that it's just like, teenagers arguing because, whatever, the people are drinking, and you being a little kid and all, you argue about the dumbest things ever. So we just didn't think too much of it. Until later did we know that we start seeing like flashing lights outside, and someone after we noticed the lights, we're like, oh fuck, it's the police. We saw like the cops' fucking vehicle and all that. And so we're like, oh shit, what do we do? And so like we're like trying to discuss, like we're talking through, like everybody being nervous and scared, so everybody's talking at the same time, and you hear bang 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 bang, and we're like, oh shit. So we're just like, what do we do? Like, how can we like escape this? And this one garage has like only one door, and you can only get into that one door, and that's where the fucking cops are at right now. And we have nowhere else to go. Like, we have two other windows, but the windows are like barricaded, or not really barricaded. Like you just can't really like leave, because like obviously not only can you like the garage is kind of a little higher altitude. Like it's like you would have to jump kind of afar, and then not only that, risk the chances of the police like chasing you, catch you. Because there's like, the thing about this is that there wasn't just like one cop, two cops, just trying to see what's going on. No, they had the whole fucking squad up in there, and they were like, trying to like, I don't know what exactly they're doing. They like, I don't know what these niggas do for like, to get paid, because these niggas did just like stood outside our doors for like, I don't know fucking how long, but like they got paid to just basically try and catch a bunch of teenagers in the act of drinking, when there could have been something else even worse happening. I understand that you're trying to get people or teenagers to stop drinking or something like that, but like, let's be honest, like, you bring the entire team, like that's a little too much. But anyways, back to the story. So we hear the walkie-talkie, they're like, code red 2W3X, I don't know what they say, but you hear the walkie-talkie, we're like, shit, this is a real deal. What the hell do we do? So instantly we turn off all the lights, and like, some dumbass motherfuckers were like instantly like, oh, let's just move the couches and get behind them. And so like, as the room got quiet, you hear the sound of like the couch moving on like cement floor, and not only that, you hear like people like moving in the dark, so you hear like the bottles like rattle across the floor, like it was the worst thing possible that could happen there. And so anyway, we're just like hiding out. I remember I just like decided just to lay down. Like I remember I didn't want really anything to do with this, so I just like lay down and like just hide from windows. That's all I did. So Rebecca, Tom, and Jenny are like right next to me, right? And they're like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Stuff like that. And I remember I was like, what the fuck can we do? And then so Jenny and Rebecca are like getting behind the couch. There's a main reasons why a lot of the sound that was going on was happening, I guess. Like so we're all like, shut the fuck up, be quiet. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about it, because like obviously they heard everything, like they heard the music, they heard every single thing, so I don't know why the fuck I just didn't like, decide to like, I don't know, it was all just overall like headache inducing and just the dumbest thing we could have done. So anyway, we're just like hiding and all that, and I remember this one Mexican dude, he like gets into a trash can, alright? So just remember that, alright? He gets in the trash can, and you're probably thinking, why the fuck does that matter? But I'll come back to it, alright? So we like hide for a bit. Eventually, the parents of the host come, and they're like, hey, they were speaking Spanish, so like only a few of us understood, but you know, as long as we got the fucking memo, that's all that matters. So you hear them say, hide all the alcohol, you know, stuff like that. So like, oh yeah, so we like hide all the alcohol as quiet as we can. By the way, it wasn't quiet at all, but you know, whatever. So we like trying to hide it as much as possible, or as quiet as possible. And I remember like we were like, you know, talking like, oh, prepare yourself. Like we were like trying to. I remember we were like trying to get like mentally prepared for everything for some fucking reason. And we opened the door and we're just like, you know, we all had suits on now, and we're like all like know the laws, you know, and we're just like. Howdy, good sir, you know, whatever, trying to be respectful, like, yo, we don't drink, we're Christians, we would never drink, alright, we were here for Bible studies, nothing more, alright, and then, like, obviously, it's, you know, water polo and all that, and we're just like, it's water polo, because we're just trying to get good with the team, you know, trying to go to the nationals, whatever, you know, do your thing. So anyway, the cops definitely didn't buy it. They actually, as a matter of fact, found a bunch of the alcohol, like, because I guess we didn't hide every single one of it, like, one of them was, like, on the floor, and they found it. So anyway, so, by the way, as all this is going on, we're just like, oh, everybody's getting worried, because they're like, oh, you're all going to jail. They bring out the breathalyzer. If you pass, you're good to go. By the way, your boy did not drink, so he, you know, you know, congratulations to me, whatever. So anyway, but mostly everyone but Tom and me were the only ones that didn't drink, because we were the DDs, designated drivers, whatever. And so instantly we're just like, yeah, you know, me and Tom are like, you know, dancing and shit. We're like, yeah, we're passing this shit. But the problem is that our friend Jenny or Rebecca, they're drinking, so those niggas were fucked. So anyway, so the police brings in the breathalyzer, you know, only 2 of us pass. And they're like telling us about like, oh, call your parents, you know, whatever, you're all going to jail. Even though me and Tom passed, but they're all like, every fucking buddy's going to jail. And the only reason I'm pretty sure they're like that mad or whatever was most likely just for the pure fact that we didn't open the door. Like instead of like, you know, trying to like, you know, talk to them or whatever, like, or just like open the door and like say, oh, you know, we were partying, admit all the flaws, or like, oh, you know, admit everything we did. That we like let them wait outside for like 15-30 minutes. Like we dead ass were hiding for like that long, even though obviously they knew where we were at. So anyway, as we're like all talking and we like get, you know, breathalyzers, your boy passes, but they're like, all right, you gotta call your mom and shit. And as like people are starting to call your mom, or your mom, and then people are starting to call their moms, you hear the trash can like for a moment it got really quiet, and the Mexican dude pops out of the trash. I'm telling you right now, if he didn't jump out of the trash like that, he like dead ass. If he stayed like there for a little bit longer and they left, he would have been scotch free. Nothing would have happened. That dude would have been safe. Anyway, he jumps out and the police is like, "Oh, you care to join us or whatever?" And the dude's like, "Fuck." So Jenny and Rebecca and Tom call their parents. And they're like, you know, oh, you know, mom, I'm going to jail, whatever, come pick us up or something like that. Or no, come pick us up before. That's what it was. If you call your parents and they come pick you up, you don't go to jail. But I was like, you know, me being me, I was like, you know, like, fuck that. I'd rather, like, my mom not know about it. Like, if I'm in jail, I'd rather, like, just let her find out the very last moment. Like, fuck that. No, I hate disappointing my mom. Or I guess my dad and mom. But, you know, like, my mom basically, because she's like the sweetest person ever, so I'd hate to disappoint her. So I remember like they're like, oh, you gonna call your mom? And I was like, oh, I'm good, take me to jail, I don't give a fuck. And so I obviously did not say that, by the way, I'm just making it more dramatic. But anyway, so they call, my friends call their parents, and they're like crying as it's going on. And I remember Tom is like talking to Rebecca, and he's like telling her, hey, you know, cause she's like crying at this certain time, like she's like, oh, my parents are gonna kill me, whatever, and I was like, oh, Tom, help her out or whatever. So Tom, being the nice guy he is, he starts like making up the most bullshit lies. He was all like what do you say? Oh, if you eat Cheeto Puffs, it will soak up the alcohol and you'd be good. You won't get caught or whatever. Because this is before it got to us, because it was like going down the straight line and we were at the end. So anyway, so she's trying to eat as much of this Cheeto Puffs as she can. I feel so bad to this day that we made her do that. But anyway, point is that they didn't get through. They got caught. Whatever. I mean, we were all going to jail supposedly, and the cops eventually, like, because we're all talking to them, like, you know, we're sorry that we did that. We're just like, we tell them about how, like, you know, when they're a teenager, they probably did the exact same thing. They like agree with us. So later on, they're like, oh, you guys aren't gonna go to jail, you know, whatever. You guys are teenagers. That's what, you know, normal teenagers do. And so they dead ass were all like, you know, you're not going to jail. But the people called their mom. So they're like, all those niggas that just called their parents to like snitch on themselves, they're fucked. But you know, your boy, he didn't call, so he was scotch free no matter what. So anyway, and so I remember we're like, yeah, oh, okay, so you guys aren't going to jail, but the 2 people that didn't drink are gonna drive everybody home. And we're like, god damn it, like really, nigga? Like I remember I was like thinking like, I didn't drink, why am I being punished? But you know, whatever. So I remember Tom gives me his keys because he didn't drink either, but you know, he wanted me to drive. I can't remember why, but anyway, so he gives me the keys and we get into his car, turn it on, and right when I turn on the fucking car, you hear bang 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 on the window on the driver's seat side. And so you hear that, and I'm like I got scared because like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is banging on the window? And I remember that right when I fucking like look, it's like a mom looking straight at me. Like it's giving me the chills now. Like thinking, like I know a mom doesn't sound that scary to you, but you know, it's just like picture just like you look up, is like some ladies like staring up at you or through the window. So I remember I got scared. I was like, what the fuck? And like my friend, like his windows aren't automatic, so I had to roll down that bitch. And let me tell you, that is like one of the most degrading things I've ever had to do. It's like, you know, like I'm like trying to talk to like, you know, hey little mama, and then I gotta roll down the fucking window like that. No, I feel bad for him. Anyways, so it's like I like rolled down the window. I didn't even get like to say a word. She just dead ass started screaming at me, and she's like, you know, like, oh, what the fuck did you do to my daughter? Blah blah blah. You know, just like fucking toasting me and shit. And I didn't even get to say a word because like right when I was about to say something, she like dead ass went to the back because you know Rebecca was in the back, and she's like, Rebecca, get out of the car now. And I was like, oh god damn. Like I remember, okay, I've hardly get scared of anything, but I remember that mom looked like she was gonna whoop my ass, and you know, your boy just can't hit girls, so I was like, fuck, she gonna whoop my ass, and I just gotta take the hits now like a fucking bitch. And so she like gets Rebecca out of the car, and she's like, you know, talking to her like, you know, the cops called her, because I'm pretty sure the cops are like friends with the mom or something like that, because anyway, I don't know why I'm telling you that, but anyway, point is that, like, they're like telling her that, oh, she's in trouble and shit like that, the mom is anyway. She's like, oh, you know, you went to the party without my permission, all that fucking jazz. And I remember that all my friends are like looking at me like, damn bro, you got fucking shit on by your mom. And I remember I couldn't say shit. But eventually they leave and I like take everybody home, or I took everybody home. But this one person, I remember like she was supposed to be spending the night at the hostess party. So like I remember I had to drive for like, I want to say 30 minutes, an hour, like around until the fucking cops left that house, because like, you know, the cops were like, I don't know, talking to the parents or something like that. I have no idea. But like I had to drive around for like an hour, 30 minutes, somewhere around the, you know, along those lines, just until that the parents, or until the cops left. So anyway, yeah, I like drove everybody home, but I got punished for it. And that's basically my story. And I'll be coming, you know, I'll be coming up with another video really soon, because, you know, like I said, I'm gonna tell you about the time that that got me in trouble, I guess, like, you know, with the law the first time, I guess, because this is my very first time ever being in trouble by the cops. So anyways, yeah, I'll get to you guys soon, and thank you for watching and listening, and I'll see you guys next time.